Stadium in Las Cruces, New Mexico, home to the Aggies of New Mexico State. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis. New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hilltoppers offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, he showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Breaks into the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Hilltoppers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time in Georgia.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys on the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's caught. It's Owens. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So New Mexico State's offense headed onto the field. Now our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the running back. Got room to work. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Fires left. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to the back. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long and you know it's passing situations, man, KD bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming. Get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great 3rd down execution by this defense.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Creates a little room. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He leaves it with his back. Spins away from the defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They go to the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Makes the grab. There he goes. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His 1st interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Elliott. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here on 3rd down. gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's King. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. And the Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So they couldn't get it done on 3rd down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. To the ground with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Release to the back. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Under fire. Got a man. It's Davis. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Hilltoppers will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Out of the gun to give to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The RPO, it's complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The first down for the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field.
Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by 4 over Texas A&M. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Gomez. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it from the gun. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They just keep firing. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. They'll run the screen. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Gomez. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like it's been a terrific scene there today in Las Cruces. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Aggie Memorial Stadium.
And the Hilltoppers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the throw out to the side. few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. That's caught. It's Elliott. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throws for the tight end. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And the Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man.
Yeah, and you got to love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
The Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He unleashes a long one. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
New Mexico State offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this...
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a move to get open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Finds his back in the middle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And this one is perfect. That brings them to within one.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Swings it out to his running back. Turns it on in midfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hilltoppers are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Davis. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Owens. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Now up by 4 here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Works the middle of the field. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Quickly out to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team. He's got it. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Out of the backfield, he's open.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
And some room to work. Runs for the tackle. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The Hilltoppers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Quarterback adapting. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Motion from the back. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. He rifles one deep down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Grabbed behind the line. It's Davis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Hilltoppers will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Second down coming up. Reads it, fires complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Direct snap. They'll stop him short on third down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top. Trying to get it to the marker. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got a man. It's Smith. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give on the option. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. And the Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll keep it on the sneak. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on third and inches. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Might as well stick with him. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be fourth down. Got his man. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Looking downfield on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. He wants to throw it again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on fourth and goal. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Give to the single back. He ran out of bounds in the end zone, and that'll be a safety.
As a ball carrier, you just have to have better awareness. You have to know where you are in the field. You run out of bounds like that. That's a play he's going to learn from. He's probably going to be the butt of a few jokes. This might follow him for a while, but that is a safety, and that is a costly mistake.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Both of these offense sputtered and stammered like a 73 AMC Pacer if they made one of those back then, and ultimately they come up short.
Sounds like a beautiful car that you just want to run better, and that's the problem with this offense right now. They've got the guys to make the plays, just not able to execute here today, Dave.
And it's frustrating because you want to make those plays, especially offensively, but you got to find a rhythm. You got to find something you do well and kind of stick to it. That offense couldn't find anything they did really well, and that's why they couldn't put points on the board.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.